bam, focused minds back up in the building, keeping the Lord first and everything else to come together. Shakur Stevenson, great win against Teofimo Lopez. Like I say, I thought Timo could have did a lot more better than what he did. Of course, did not make adjustments in this fight. But Shakur, he fought a great fight, great jab, worked off his jab beautifully, didn't get touched a lot. Of course, with the help of Teofimo to me. And right now Shakur is one of the he's not the face of boxing, I wouldn't say, but this put him in a different place in boxing, you know. Like I say, this fight here was just one of the fights that had to be cleared up, and it was. But before we crown Shakur as, the number one man, he still got to fight Haney, Tank. Um, Davis not gonna fight him, but Keyshawn Davis not gonna fight him. That's cool, but it's a few other fights he got to win before we just crown him the best of the best. Now, to me, Tank beats Shakur. That is controversial to a lot of people. People think Shakur got enough defensive skills to beat Tank, but I don't think so. I don't think he could beat Tank. I wouldn't put my money against Tank. I would bet on Tank in the fight. Tank know how to box, which he hasn't really got credit for because of course, his power. People just think Tank about power, but he can actually box just as good as Shakur. Now, defensively, Shakur probably better, but Tank would definitely put more pressure on Shakur than Teofimo did for sure, and give him something to think about too. We talking about he dang sure hitting Shakur all in the face. It is not gonna be an unblemished fight if Shakur get in the ring with Tank. Tank know how to move Shakur, which Teofimo didn't. He still right there in front of him, allowed Shakur to come in and out. Tank is not going to allow that. Now, Tank is a slow starter, but once it get to them 5, 6 rounds, Tank's starting ready to break down into you. He gonna hit your body. He gonna make sure he get to you to make you think about it, and he trying to knock you out. You know what I'm saying? And Shakur again, great boxer. Not don't have knockout power. Not saying he can't knock nobody out, but nobody really scared of that. And Tank is willing to get hit. To get to Shakur, he might have to take a jab, but to move Shakur off his base stance, trust me, Tank could do it, and he'll do it well. I think Tank win the fight. I think Tank is the face of boxing. Right now, Tank going through his humiliation ritual, and if he don't fight again, is more power to him. We know how these industries is, and they want you to say yes, sir, no, sir. And Tank just want to do what he want to do, make his own decisions. So if he do get back in the ring, Shakur needs to fight him, needs to fight Haney. I think Tank beat both of them. So, Shakur, a great fighter, great performer. Like I say, a boxing exhibition against Teofimo. Trust me. But I just don't think he could beat Tank because Tank gonna finish you. And Tank gonna move you. He's not gonna stand in front of you, let you come in and out with the jab and then countering. You gonna counter, but you gonna be on the move a whole lot. This this fight here, Shakur just standing, and now they moving Teofimo moving him a little bit, but this fight here, you know, Shakur again not having to do too much, no pressure. Look at the space. Look at the space. No pressure whatsoever. No movement. Straight in front of him. Straight in front of him. Turn. They reset right in front of him. T.O. is not moving his feet enough, not going to the body, none of that. He keeping Shakur in the same spot. Shakur actually smiling because it's starting to get easy to him. You know what I'm saying? He using his jab. he get to dictate the pace of the fight. You feel me? And that's just what he did. Look at this space. Look where T.O. stand. This was T.O. was all night. T.O. was right there the whole night, right in front of him. You know, Shakur able to walk him down at this point, throw his jabs, and he real. Look at Shakur's face. He real comfortable. Them little attempts at jumping in at him, he see all of that. You know, and like I say, Shakur is a great defensive fighter, but Tank is not gonna do this type of business in there. Tank is not gonna sit in front of him like this and lunge in where he could just dictate and also predict what you about to do. This was just a bad showing for Teofimo, man. And Shakur executed well, so you got to give him big ups in this fight. You know, I think Tank would definitely move Shakur a lot more than that and won't be in front of him. Tank willing to be right there in front of you. That's Shakur waiting and standing. Tank coming through. Tank gonna take some jabs, but pay attention to how Tank coming through with his guard up, powering through, looking to get to the body and the head. This is how he would fight Shakur, you know, and come in with his jab and switch levels on him. You see how Tank, he'll take the jab, but look how he coming in on Frank Martin here. This is just a little sample size of how Tank could get inside to Shakur. He gonna make sure either Shakur gonna back up or he gonna stand there and take some of them power shots he gonna deliver to him. Tank gonna walk him down. He gonna have his guard up. Shakur can throw that beautiful jab all he want to. Tank gonna take some, but he gonna give him some, and that's when once he start feeling it, that's when Tank take over this fight once he hit him in that body a few times. But this is an example size of how Tank would deal with Shakur. He guards up. If he want a jab, that's fine. He'll take them shots. But one thing about it, he gonna keep coming. And Shakur gonna have to be busy the whole fight. Shakur is not gonna be able to just stand there and take them power shots to the body and the head, and it'll be a whole different fight. Tank is the face of boxing. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can kick him while he down, all that. Tank is the real deal. He know how to box, and he got the power. Something Shakur don't got. He won't give Tank nothing too much to think about. Of course, he got a good jab, but Shakur needs to be an attack fighter to deal with Tank. If he's not attacking Tank, it's not gonna work for him, man. And that's what I got on it, man. I'm out of this piece.
Heard that before, but you do yourself a good. You bring a good. I don't want to say product.